And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And our broadcast team tonight. Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I.
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks.
Here we go.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Hayward in at the three, the small forward.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. With the floater and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
After winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball is even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Now, here's Washington. It's deflected. To the middle. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
Ball surveying the defense. Off target from outside.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And that one's good. Morant.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rozier against Bain. And it's Rozier missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Brooks, and he jams it with authority.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Plumlee with the steal. Brooks against Hayward. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Plumlee. Over Brooks. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. So much of the schedule still in front of us, Steve. However, some teams are really struggling early here.
Yeah, Kevin, and those teams, they can't lose their confidence because it's a long season. And sometimes you just don't have the talent to beat other teams. But you must stay focused and try to get better every night.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Hornets trail by 7. Here's Rozier. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Lakers. Paul with a wide open look. And they get it back from deep. And the Hornets miss again. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Feeds it to Brooks. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Watford's checked in. Williams comes in for Brooks. Conchar's checked in for Bane. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Charlotte. On the wing, Rozier. No points in the game yet for him. Here's the screen to the inside. Williams against Hayward. Williams passes to Watford. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Washington with this screen on Jones. Puts it up from 12. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Washington.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Clark. Passes to Watford. From downtown. Hayward grabs the board. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Daniels, he's checked in for Hayward. Kelly Oubre comes in for Terry Rozier, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Ball. Here's Watford. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the slam by Williams.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Oubre. They trail by 9 points. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Watford. He dishes it to Clark. Left side, Jones. Down low. Stolen by McDaniels. Jackson with it. Jones covering. Here's McDaniels. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Jones, the pass to Watford. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Oubre on the wing. Plenty of space. The rebound by Watford.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Jones in the post, covered by Oubre. Conchar can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 6. Here's McDaniels. Off target with his 3. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Conchar. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Jackson is out there with ball. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that John Moran had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps up in his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
He feeds it to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Jackson kicks to Plumlee. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Memphis leading by 8. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And that one is good. Brooks has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The drive-by ball. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Checked in for the Hornets. Rozier comes in for Reggie Jackson. Hornets trail by 12. Ball kicks to Plumlee. There's the dish to Oubre. And it's ball in the corner. The pass to Rozier. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Back to Morant. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Rozier, the pass to Richards. And it's ball in the corner. Inside, Morant with the steal. Jackson dishes to Morant. Here's Adams out to Morant. Left side Jackson. Oubre with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. The offensive rebound. Oubre outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Outside Jackson from deep. Headshot off. Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Rozier looking around over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson.
That's an area where Hayward has really improved, earning trips to the line.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made one, he's missed 2. Free throw drops for Hayward. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Charlotte making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Watford, it's deflected. Hayward against Spain. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hayward.
There's the awareness of Hayward. Senses everything around him, knows where to get his points.
Jones kicks to Bain. Here's Brooks. The feed to Clark. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in. And it's Williams in for Dylan Brooks. Off the inbound. And the layup is up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Oubre outside. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rozier's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Hornets. Jones against Rozier. Williams for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
And that one, good. Williams has got his second basket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Rozier with the screen for Oubre. The kick out to Rozier. No good on the triple.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
Williams for 3. Drills it from outside. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Rozier against Jones. Here's Richards. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Daniels, he's checked in for Hayward. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Oubre. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rozier into the lane. Pass to Richards to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Richards got his first bucket of the night.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
No good from the wing. Fires the three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Has that. Thanks for the great interview, David.
In that game against the Warriors, everyone has that one circled. Obviously, they love to come out on top, but they know they have serious mismatch.
Moving along, let's talk about the great first half. That'll do it for our show.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Sharon Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
On the wing, Rozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue. And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Stolen by Ball. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Washington finds Rozier. Plumlee sets the pick for Rozier. Offline with his three. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision-maker.
During Desmond Bain's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all-time for a rookie. And Bain's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Hayward passes the ball. Washington with the screen on Morant. 4 on the clock. Out to Hayward. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And finished off by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. It's a 14-point game. Clark against Plumlee. Here's Ball. And Plumlee kicks the ball. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. It goes on Dylan Brooks. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found the temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
NBA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. First trip to the line for him here. Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Williams passes to Jones. Back to Williams. It's not going to go for him. Hornets trail by 12. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Charlotte no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, here's Aldama. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's McDaniels. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Watford, driving the lane.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Count that bucket. Jones has got his first basket of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
And the Hornets call time here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And then for Charlotte, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Gordon Hayward. McDaniels finds Oubre. Jackson in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Jackson's got 6 points.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson. Generate more power in the catch and shoot.
To the middle. Jackson misses. Hornets trail by 14. Oubre with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Oubre passes to Jackson. Jackson looking around. Fires top of the key. Count it. He has 6.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3. I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Charlotte.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Screen by McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Jackson.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Memphis leading by 18. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Out to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Richards passes to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
In the 2020 playoff bubble, some players struggled. Reggie Jackson was one of those guys, but he bounced back in a big way.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Washington's checked in for Oubre.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
No good on the free throw. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Jackson. From deep three-point range.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspiring. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Sun. As we start the fourth. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the bench. Here's Richards. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And that's the look he wants.
Jones the pass to Watford. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Jackson kicks to Washington. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Richards no good. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Jones against Rozier. Jones the pass to Watford. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Watford's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. They set the pick. Jackson from long range. They get the rebound. Here's Richards. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So an almost entire... new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Jones comes in for P.J. Washington. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Bouknight comes in for Terry Rozier. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Inside, just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
To the inside, Brooks. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Martin. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules...
Oh, what a play!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Now here's Bouknight, guarded by Bane. Passes it to Jackson. It's good from long range.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Stolen by Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Daniels, who's checked in for Bouknight.
Substitution for the away team.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Grizzlies timeout. Eastern time, everyone. Let me hear you right now.
Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Martin finds Jackson. Back to Martin. Here's Jones. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And it's Morant missing. The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's McDaniels. Here he goes. And finished off by McDaniels.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
McDaniels dishes to Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have a reverse in their arsenal.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Hornets. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense. At every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Williams. Nick Richards comes in for Jones. And Oubre subbed in for Cody Martin. McDaniels kicks to Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the...
Oh, yes. A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
.110 left to play here in the 4th. Morant against Jackson. Kicks to Plumlee. Out to the right wing. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks from outside. He doesn't hit that one. Oubre against Bain. Oubre passes to McDaniels. Here's Richards. Back to Jackson. No one near him. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Fabulous night for Jackson. He's unconscious scoring the basketball. You see all the work he's put in, and it's paying off.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're leading by 29. 27 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Got a hand on it. Here's Watford. Outside Williams. Takes a 3. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great